Hello everyone. So in this video, let's discuss the third example for the first subtopic in chapter 3. In this example, you are asked to find the higher order derivative for functions involving exponential function. So in this case, the question focuses on the second derivative. So let's recall what we have learned previously in chapter 2. So what does it mean by higher order derivative? You have learned the first derivative. So the first derivative is dy dx, or what we call as f prime of x. So in this case, for the first derivative, we differentiate once. Kita lakukan proses pembezaan hanya sekali sahaja. Manakala untuk second derivative, proses pembezaan yang kita buat adalah dua kali. Jadi daripada y, awak akan dapat d2y by dx2, ataupun kalau bermula daripada fx, selepas dua kali pembezaan kita akan dapat f double prime x. Jadi itu yang kita akan buat. Kita akan fokus on f double prime x ataupun d2y by dx2. In this case, ikutlah soalan dah sebut y. So kita akan dapat d2y by dx2. Jadi cara apa yang kita nak guna? The method that we are going to use are just the same as what you have learned in chapter 2. So if you have problem with the rules and the techniques of differentiation, so please go back to chapter 2 and do your revision. Okay, dalam chapter 2 kita dah belajar ada beberapa rule. So kita hanya akan gunakan rule tersebut berdasarkan keadaan yang memerlukan lah. So in this case, you are given y is equal to e to the power of x cubed. Sebelum kita boleh cari second derivative, obviously you have to find the first derivative. So kita akan cari dahulu dy dx. So untuk mendapat dy dx, kita hanya perlukan dua kurungan, iaitu copy and differentiate. So this is the method we are going to use, and you are going to get e power of x cubed untuk kurungan pertama didarabkan dengan d by dx of x cubed untuk kurungan yang kedua. And then you can just simplify this, e power of x cubed multiplied by 3x squared. So dari sini rearrange our answer, and we are going to get the first derivative is 3x squared multiplied by e power of x cubed. And from here, you should be able to see that our first derivative is a product of two functions. The first function is the one I highlighted in blue, and the second one is the one I highlighted in purple. Okay, so now how do we find the second derivative? So to get the second derivative, what we have to use is we are going to use product rule. Okay, product rule states that we need to have u and v, and then you need to find u prime as well as v prime. So my u will be 3x squared. So from there I get u prime is 6x. And then my v will be e power of x cubed, and my v prime will be 3x squared times e power of x cubed. For those who can't follow, saya minta tolong cuba buat sendiri untuk dapatkan u prime dan v prime. And since the formula is for product rule, I'm going to put the addition symbol there. And then the formula for product rule adalah vu prime plus uv prime. This is the formula, and take note, notation di hadapan bukan lagi dy dx, tapi kita akan letak untuk d2y by dx2. Okay, so from there, I'll just need to continue with my workings. So d2y by dx2 is actually equals to vu prime plus uv prime, and putting in all those terms according to the formula, saya akan dapat e power of x cubed multiplied by 6x, and we are going to add that to 3x squared multiplied by 3x squared times e power of x cubed. Daripada situ, now apa yang kita nak kena buat? So from here, you have two choices. Either to expand first, or you can immediately factorize. So if you ask me, I myself personally prefer untuk terus faktorkan. So please take a look apa yang kita boleh faktorkan. If you realize this is the very obvious term yang sama di hadapan dan di belakang, and once you factorize that one, you are going to get e power of x cubed outside. Apa pun yang tinggal adalah yang saya tak highlight kan. So we are going to get 6x plus 3x square times 3x square will give us 9x power of 4. So you can just leave it at that, or if you want to factorize still, you are going to get the answer is e power of x cubed multiplied by 3x, and then whatever is left is 2 plus 3x cubed. And that is our second derivative. Okay, now let's take a look at question B. How do we solve this one? It's still the same as the previous example. So, apa yang kita kena buat first? Cari first derivative dahulu. So, dy dx adalah sama dengan 3 power of x square plus 2x multiplied by differentiating the power, which is x square plus 2x with respect to x. And then don't forget the third bracket, you are going to need ln of our base, which is ln 3. Why? Why do we have 3 brackets here? Because in this case, our base is a number. It's not e. Okay, so ln of our base will not become 1. Okay, so from here we can just simplify, and you are going to get 3 power of x square plus 2x multiplied by 2x plus 2, and then multiplied by ln 3. So from here, you can just leave it at that for your first derivative. Now, macam mana kita nak dapat kita punya second derivative? So, untuk second derivative, again, you have to realize our first derivative is a product of two functions. The first one adalah yang saya dah highlight warna biru, and the second one is the one in purple. So ln 3 is a constant. You can just put it anywhere. Tapi since dia duduk di belakang, I choose to put it berdekatan dengan 2x tambah 2. So from there, I get my u and my v. And again, because we need to use product rule, then the formula will be vu prime plus uv prime. This is the formula that you have to remember. Okay, now let's find our u equals to 3 power of x square plus 2x. And from there, saya tahu u prime saya adalah 3 power of x square plus 2x multiplied by 2x plus 2 ln 3. Okay, and then my v adalah 2x plus 2 multiplied by ln 3. And differentiating this, apa yang saya akan dapat adalah, so, saya punya V prime adalah 2 ln 3. And masukkan dalam formula because product rule. So, kat tengah-tengah tu simbolnya akan jadi tambah. So, from there we can just immediately put in V, U prime, U and V prime into our second derivative formula, iaitu d2y by dx2 is equal to VU prime plus UV prime. And hence, my term will be 2x plus 2 times ln 3. Multiplied by 3 power of x square plus 2x times 2x plus 2 ln 3. And then saya akan tambahkan semua itu dengan 3 power of x square plus 2x multiplied by 2 ln 3. Jadi daripada sini, apa yang kita akan tengok adalah apa yang kita boleh factorize. So, apa yang kita boleh keluarkan? If you take a look daripada depan dengan belakang, apa benda yang sama hanyalah 3 power of x square plus 2x dan juga ln 3. Okay, itu sahaja yang sama. And then, apa yang kita boleh buat? Tulis dulu yang kita keluarkan 3 power of x square plus 2x multiplied by ln 3. And then, whatever is left, kita akan tulis dalam kurungan besar, iaitu 2x plus 2 times ln 3 times 2x plus 2. Plus 2. Okay. And then if you realize we have something here that is actually the same thing but we wrote it twice. So sebab kita darabkan, kita boleh immediately tulis sebagai bentuk power, and you are going to get the solution is 3 power of x square plus 2x ln 3 multiplied by 2x plus 2 square ln 3 plus 2. Okay, and that will be your final answer. We can just leave it as that.